Welcome back. Israel bombed around 100 Hamas-linked targets in Gaza overnight. The IDF says its targets included headquarters used for the planning and execution of terror attacks. The air raids were conducted in response to rockets fired at Tel Aviv from Gaza. Hamas has denied that it was behind those rocket attacks. We spoke with journalists on both sides of the border.
There have been a lot of statements issued by different political leaders here in Israel. Particularly, I can look at some of the most prominent leaders, one being Benny Gantz, who is a serious contender for the upcoming elections. Among other things, he says that it is time that Israel eliminated Hamas leaders. But also other political leaders saying that they expect out of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu a very serious response given what happened last night.
Last night was one of the scariest and most frightening nights for the civilians in the Gaza Strip as the Israeli military carried on airstrikes in the entire Gaza Strip. The Gaza Ministry of Health has reported that 4 civilians have suffered burns and injuries as a result of the airstrikes that happened last night. All the Palestinian factions have denied any involvement with the escalations that happened last night, the night before last night. Hamas said that it's looking into the shooting, vowing to take measures against those responsible for it.
My colleague Neil Harvey spoke earlier to Israeli Education Minister Naftali Bennett and got his reaction to this latest incident.
We cannot accept this ongoing rocket fire on our homes here in Tel Aviv and down in the Negev. We left the Gaza Strip about 13 years ago now, and it's the moment we left, they've been shooting rockets at us, so we will not give up any more land. It just doesn't make sense. When we hand land over to the Arabs, they turn it into a radical Islamic terror state, and now it's time to fight back that state, and we will.
The UN says that unarmed Palestinian civilians were shot by Israeli forces. So are you surprised that there is an aggressive response coming from Palestinians?
We have the right of self-defense, and I do not accept any sort of preach from folks on the other side of the world when we're being shot rockets from a piece of territory that we handed over to the Arabs. What I can say is that we won't do that again.
No, certainly no one's trying to preach, and I think everybody understands, no matter what their grasp of the situation in the Middle East, is that the cycle of violence continues, and that one begats more aggression. How is, what you're suggesting going to improve that situation?
We left Gaza. We want peace. The moment they stop shooting missiles at my children's home and kindergarten is the moment there will be peace. We have no territorial demand over Gaza, and they just need to stop it. If they stop it, there will be peace. That's very simple.